Hey guys, How Did I Learn podcast. I'm your host, as always, Stephen Henry. To my right on my screen, it's Mr. David Wayne.
Hello.
There he is, the big bear in charge. The little bear cub down there, looking like Sage Francis. It's Matt Carter.
I don't know who Sage Francis is or what he looks like, so I know. I figured Davey would gasp when I said that.
No,
but
he's not that popular, but
Audible gasp.
okay.
Yeah.
But he's a good hip hop artist, like for real.
okay, I'm not any of those things. Good or a hip hop artist.
And then we got my unfortunate apparent twin, Matt Williams.
I'm Stevie's top today.
We're never where we think we're going to be.
I know. I'm just pointing down, but I'm just, yeah.
Because that's where you wish he was?
Steven's underneath my cavernous desk.
All right.
Big old desk.
B.O.D.
And then, of course, we got Amanda, the intern, the Amazing intern.
Yay, hello.
No longer named Slamanda.
Thank
you.
No longer?
Yeah, that's why it wasn't on last week's episode. I had to sit out.
Did you get verbally attacked on the internet?
You got Papow?
Which, yeah, sometimes you just need a good papow to reset and realize you ain't shit. And you shouldn't say that about people.
You got Molotovs run through your window and you're like, what is this? Is this a burning bra?
Look at all these feminists.
Who put a bra in the fucking Molotov?
I would never waste bras like that.
It's a Molotov bra tail.
You can tell because the underwire doesn't burn.
Yeah.
It smells like an electrical fire. You're like, is there someone's wires crossed? Like, what is that smell?
Did someone crash a model airplane? What is this?
I thought it was a flaming Dr. Pepper.
Aluminum in a microwave.
What
So,
is the
yeah.
microwave?
Huh?
Bras, I guess. Are you warming bras in the microwave?
Yeah, what?
Dude, that might be a game
It's a long
changer on a
flight.
cold
I hope they
night.
offer us warm bras.
Yeah.
Just come in with a hot towel.
Hot towel,
with
warm
the
bra.
tongs.
Hot towel, warm bra.
Warm bra, sir.
Give you two tongs so you can put it up while you're there.
Oh, dude.
The
That might be
sleep
a
mask
game
is way
changer,
too
though.
big.
It's
A
good for
D
your
cup
skin.
for the larger gentleman's face.
So
I've done that, though. I've heated up clothes, not in the microwave,
You
but
heated up clothes.
in the dryer. Like you
Yeah,
put them in the dryer, and then you put them on, and you're
Yeah.
like, ooh, it's toasty.
Thank you for clarifying. Not
Yeah.
in the microwave, Davey.
I mean, there's no metal, so technically you could.
Wasn't there an episode of Seinfeld where Kramer does like his pants in a pizza oven or something?
Yeah, he used to. I think he would heat them up in the oven, and then they catch fire or something like that, or something.
That's great.
I've done that. Like been at
Caught fire
work.
to the pants.
You're heating up your pants at work?
I
I'm
set
sorry, you got the wrong order.
fire to the pants.
Yeah. Who ordered the 3228 longs? Like, bring them out.
No, like you gotta be like, oh, you gotta go help out on dish.
Damn
You
it.
gotta go help out on dish. Your pants get soaked. And, or
So you put 'em in the
something. I don't know. So you hang them on the oven. Throw them in the oven for a second.
You just put them next to the like fucking Alfredo you have in there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
seasoning.
Never eating out ever again.
Sorry,
I never put them in the oven. I just hung them on the outside of the pizza oven.
Oh, okay.
I ordered these
Gosh.
crackers without crotch stains.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh, dude, that's nuts, though. Yeah, it adds a little flavor to it if you put it like next to the, like smoked
Yeah.
applewood. This is smoked
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 dick
matwood.
wood?
It's smoked dickwood.
It's got that rich denim taste.
Ew.
Yeah.
Oh, you used Wranglers, didn't you? I know a Levi when I taste one. All right.
Tastes like 501s.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's Levi's. Those are kosher.
Yeah.
Is that a button fly?
Is this pizza boot cut?
I didn't order the dungarees.
Well, as long as it doesn't taste like Oshkosh, we're okay.
Dungarees with extra dung, please.
It only tastes like Oshkosh at Planet Pizza. I mean, Cosmic Pizza.
Oh, I was like, what? I used to
Planet
work at Planet
Pizza.
Pizza.
Planet.
Pixar, I knew it.
Yeah, you're talking about the DC one.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Or at
Pizza and
Crystalia's
ping pong.
house.
Yeah, look at him go.
We're getting onto topical shit
Allegedly.
now.
Oh, yeah, we do topical stuff now, everybody.
Yeah, we're a topical podcast.
Yeah.
No, that's the thing is that by the time this comes out, that's why I like the idea of the way we're doing it. So I guess on Wednesdays we'll pick them and then hopefully come out by Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got topical depressions this week. The Ellen DeGeneres got her ass handed to her by the HDT.
Yeah, Matt Williams went in hard.
Yeah.
She got owned.
So hard. Like, it just looked like we were mad.
That's
Yeah.
all
I don't know. I was. And the thing is, by the end of it, I wasn't even mad at Ellen. I was mad at what I was doing, and it just directed it
yourself?
directed it all at Ellen.
What?
I mean, at the end of the day, though, it's really like we were talking about it last night. Like, what did you expect? Like I guess once they get that amount of money, like there's a pecking order to like.
Oh yeah.
Right.
You're
Yeah.
at the bottom of it.
Yeah, I mean,
Mhm.
you've worked high society events, Matt. So this must have been right at home for you, just hating on these people.
A little bit, yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, you probably catered maybe back in the day for someone, maybe obviously not Ellen's stature. Well, maybe. You know what I mean? Like someone of
Stature? Like
no,
they're
no. I
short?
meant like somebody
Like real
that is-
tall, hair's being broad.
No, I meant like you know.
I
Like
know
her,
you're a woman that enjoys her
Yeah.
sweets.
No, but I've been in situations before. Like this one instance, we were catering out of the laundry room, and the laundry room was bigger than our bedroom
yeah,
at home. And
You go get in the
And-
closet. and
it's
start-
like people that have walk-in closets that are bigger than one-bedroom apartments. It's
yeah,
like-
and
They had like a Murphy stove you had to fold out of the wall.
no, they really did. Like half of the laundry
Yeah,
room
fold
was
that
like a
shit while
small
you're in
kitchen.
there.
It was half laundry room, half kitchen, and we were in there, and they were giving one of their guests at the party a tour of the house, and they walk by and they go, "Oh my God, that's so convenient for the help,
You're preparing
Oh, they
charcuterie
said
boards
for
on
the
the
help?
ironing
for
board.
the help." And
Oh,
then
yeah.
they walked
make
a little
you
further,
peasant. Oh.
and when they walked a little further, they were mortified when they realized, "Oh, there's help present." I've called the help to their.
Why don't
faces
you hire only deaf caterers so we can get away with this?
Yeah.
so we
So-
can talk
so-
about them?
Yeah, when they did that, did you like tap the tip jar? You're just like,
Little help right here.
Speaking of help,
Help the help.
Yeah, then you just start slinging potato salad at him. It's like hibachi. Catch.
You know, the thing
Start
is,
from-
in a lot of those situations, they do end up tipping very well, but like at what cost?
yeah.
You know, after
It's just a write-off anyway. They'll be like, "Oh, I did this for charity." Ugh.
Oh yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of like all the people running for like county commissioner in Tampa. Like we've catered like fundraising events for all of them,
Yep.
and they're some of the worst people I've ever met in my entire life.
Really, people who would run for public office would be pieces
Yeah,
of
there's this
shit.
dude named Harry Cohen that looks like the banker from Blank Check. He's like, yeah, juice, huh? Not thirsty, huh? Like that guy. You know, like, "Huh, not thirsty. His name was Biederman in the movie.
Yeah,
I
God, that's
just
a
wanna-
classic movie.
I
It
want
was
to
a good
get
one.
rich enough to sign my checks like Davey just did. Like,
I mean, you could do that technically.
you gotta do the doctor signature.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just act. You could do an X technically that counts as your signature. You could
That
do
is
it.
my
versus
signature.
now where he signs it poorly on purpose just in case it doesn't go through. He'd be like, that wasn't me.
He
Yeah.
just puts his hand in some ink and just slaps the paper.
Mine has
Yeah, the bear
paws.
paw.
bear paw?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a bear paw
Just
there.
like a scrape.
Like half the
He just, like,
contract is his
scratches his back on
signature.
it. He scratches his back on it like a bear.
It's all torn.
Yeah, it's like a newborn baby's handprint when they come out. He just sends like a plaster relief of his own paw.
He's like, guys, I can't
gotta
make
do
the
it in-
deposit." He's like shoving it in the ATM.
Yeah, but you got to do it in the wax like they used to back in the day when they sealed it. You know.
I love watching those videos.
What?
The wax like seal videos. Beer
Yeah.
singles.
Well, they do it on like
I-
Maker's
Oh, yeah,
Mark.
yeah.
But
I
like
love
back in the
watching
day,
those.
that's how they used to like close letters. They put that
Yeah.
on there and then stamp it so that way you
Amanda-
knew it was from them.
How many of these are you watching that you love them?
A
Like,
lot.
I've seen them. I've seen them too. It's like they have
I've
all
seen a
kinds
couple.
of different stamps
I
that they
follow-
use.
Yeah, I want to be rich enough to have my own stamp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Your own seal, man, like your own family crest.
You already got your own stamp, Matt. Just-
NPW.
Yeah, just throw that fleshy little thumbprint on people.
Do you have extra fleshy thumbs?
Not more than anybody else.
I'm talking about his dick.
They're uncircumcised thumbs.
That's a
Ew.
mushroom stamp.
Christ. Excuse me, I have to unsheath my stamp.
When you give people thumbs up, you have to like pull it
Oh,
back.
gross.
Don't make noise, you scare them.
Oh,
Just
my
a whole bunch of like crumbles fall out like blue cheese feta.
Oh my god!
This visual in
Was it-
particular
was
is
it-
upsetting me.
What do you call it? Oh, it'll be smegma. Smegma.
Oh god.
That's what it's called.
Smegma.
Thagma, yeah. Thagma on the squeeze.
Yeah, from under my toe.
Yeah, the from under the skin cheese. From under the skin cheese. Oh.
Matt Carter's gonna vomit.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Like I told you, I told you I drank a little bit after the show last night. Okay, guys.
Sorry.
Cool.
I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm just gonna rinse the puke back down.
That should be the name of one of our first albums. Rinse the
Rinse
puke
the
back
puke
down.
It's more of a ballad.
It's like Send the Pain Below, but it's Rinse the puke back down.
By Chevelle.
Oh god. Yeah, one of 4 bands our Christian kids are allowed to listen to. Like Switchfoot, Chevelle, and
Flyleaf.
Flyleaf, and Skillet.
Who did? Was it Crossfade? Did they do a song Cold?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Then there's
So cold. Yeah.
I don't know. I thought all of those songs were by Breaking Benjamin. So
Yeah. That was the Breaking Benjamin era before it was the Matchbox 20 era.
yeah.
It makes sense. I mean,
Pretty
they
sure
all sound
Breaking
the same.
Benjamin came after Matchbox 20.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Matchbox
yeah.
20 when he was like in middle school in the 90s
His
or
name's
high school.
Matchbox 20.
And then now it's like after high school, he's like, oh, these are all Breaking Benjamin songs. I get it.
That's what Jacobs calls me, Mattbox 20.
Because of course he does.
Because of course,
Great.
either that or Cat Martyr,
That's my
And
favorite.
Martyr's good.
Matty
Martyr.
Ice. Yeah. I wish I could do something cool with my name like Matt Fernandez and be Fat Hernandez. That's the best. That's,
Yeah, Twitter.
It's so perfect.
Yeah.
Well, we were.
If only your last name was Farter, you'd be set.
I was gonna
Mhm.
say we were calling you Matt Farter. So
Then
That's
you could
what- yeah,
really
that's
be
what it
funny and change it to Fat Martyr.
Because that would be so funny.
Unlike Matt
goes
Farter,
straight
which
to
is
the
not
top,
funny
dude.
at all.
we're gonna
Get
look
to
into
Ocala.
legally changing it.
Apparently Ocala has that.
Fat Martyr, like a morbidly obese Jesus. We're gonna need more nails to get this fat bastard up on this cross.
What do you mean you only brought one box?
So y'all have like a skateboard or something I could drag this cross on?
Jesus, you can't even close your goddamn robe, you fat shit.
This thing made of oak. This thing's solid. It's heavy.
They use petrified wood, which totally undercuts their message.
Yeah.
Sorry, you were saying about Ocala.
Yeah, we've got the biggest, the highest rate of COVID now in the
Woo!
country. It's like number 3 in the country.
Dang, y'all are just claiming diseases left and right up there in Ocala.
That's because of the villages, though, right?
That's what they're like. The Villages has STDs. Ocala has COVID.
I think
It only
the
makes
villages is like prison for old people. So like once one
Put-
person gets it, it just spreads like wildfire.
Put on the mask, take off the gold shoes. That's it. Stop fucking Nemo.
The thing about it is like the Villages is crazy. It's like half mansions, half trailer parks.
Yeah.
Oh, really? I thought it was
And
just
all
like
STDs.
I thought it was all condos.
There is that, but it's like when my mother-in-law moved to the Villages, I was like, oh my god, like what is she's not moving into like a trailer or something like that, right? And then we got there and it's like a really nice house. I'm like, oh well, this changed my perception of this place greatly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was all.
It does sound like a trailer park. It'd be
Well, honestly, like before, like
that's like.
Well,
that's
I'd driven
like
up there to
every
do
area,
shows.
though.
That's what
Yeah,
I drove up there to do shows, and I would always see like a bunch of like mobile home parks, like 55 and up.
But like every affluent area needs a poverty-stricken area to serve as like their butlers and chauffeurs.
Yeah,
and
and
work at fast
work at
food
their
and shit,
restaurants.
Yeah.
like,
No, what I was
like
gonna say
DC is like $1 million penthouses and then streets with no lights. Like it's
Like Haiti?
huh?
Because that sounds like Haiti.
It's pretty much every major city is like that. Like you go to Manhattan and it's really nice, and you go like a mile outside Manhattan and it's like bombed out shitholes.
Well, I was gonna say is all y'all are from Florida, right?
Should we put this in the trash can? No.
See, all y'all are from Florida. I'm from Virginia, so like when I moved here, a trailer park meant like you're fucking poor. You're like you live in a trailer park. So like when I moved here, I'm like, oh, a lot of people live in trailers. So it's just like different because where I'm from, it's like you just live in a shitty, 2-bedroom house instead of a trailer.
Yeah,
not so different.
It's the same. Yeah, it's not. But like it just in my mind because I'm like, oh, you guys live in a trailer park, and it's like, oh wait, no, that's the norm.
Yeah, I mean, when a hurricane comes, we're a lot different. But that's like my mom's house is like a double wide trailer, but it's like been like fortified to where like it's a house now. Like it's not going anywhere. Yeah, it's got like siding all the way to the ground, and it's like concreted in.
Yeah,
everything's like
they don't like turrets and pits outside.
I don't know. Sarah went there a few times, and she didn't even realize.
No,
yeah, exactly. Yeah, well, there is actually like a 6-foot fence all the way around the place.
It's crazy because they poured concrete and then they built a frame. And shingled it.
Well, like when I first moved here, I lived in a trailer. I lived in Hudson in a trailer.
Yeah, I'm straight up not above it. It's 2020.
Nice. Yeah, it was 2-bedroom, had a nice sized kitchen, had a little sunroom or whatever they're called on the back.
Yeah,
cool. On the water.
It was funny though. Like this guy I knew, his son went to live with his mother like in Minnesota or something, and he was like living in a trailer, and then he came down here and he was like, yeah, we live in a trailer, and they were like, why are you bragging about that? He's like, it's a double wide. he was so proud.
Are there triple wides?
Yes.
They're called David Wayne's. But
oh shit.
I got Shots fired.
Yeah, there definitely are triple wides.
Oh, really? That's awesome.
The tires are donuts.
Dude, like I told you, my dad's lived in a camper forever, and they ended up coming and giving him a bunch of grief about it, even though he's like on his own property. He's been living in it. Like 4 different people have lived in campers on that property. Mm-hmm. And somebody called code enforcement, and they were like, yeah, you can't live there anymore. So he had to buy a trailer.
Why? Why could?
So
as long as it has power and you can hook it up.
Wait, he has a trailer and a camper now, or
he's obviously he's gonna sell the camper, but like the fact that they were like, yeah, we need something that's harder to move. That's what, like, it's way too easy for you to just pick up and go. We want you tied to this place.
Yeah, how dare you have the convenience to just leave when a hurricane comes?
So then, like, what about
you get a shitty single wide trailer that can get tossed and turned around in a storm, not one you can just drive off to a nice area.
I resent that remark, Davey. My dad he got a double wide. Okay.
Well, no, I'm just saying in general. Sorry.
No, I'm kidding.
It's real classy. It's a double wide.
It is, dude. It's actually really nice. It's got like big old living room. I love it.
God, this is the most Florida conversation ever.
It is.
What?
This is what we're talking about.
This poor conversation?
No, just Florida.
Does it come with cut-off jean shorts or what?
No, you got to make them yourself.
And a big old pile of pool floaties with no pool.
Hey, you're not
there's like a homeowners association for trailer parks. They're like, listen, we need at least 3 more rusted out lawnmowers on.
Well, we were looking into getting ourselves a little mobile home, and like it's nice because you can own it for like $15,000, but you don't really own it because the fucking lot fees just destroy you.
Like, isn't it the lot? Like, isn't that the biggest problem? Is that you don't own the land that's actually sitting on?
Yeah, you usually spend like $400 to $600 a month. A lot of places.
Yeah,
unless you buy the property, obviously.
Like my mom,
like my girl's parents, they had the trailer that we lived in was in Hudson. Like the trailer they fixed it up, put new carpet in, like redid the roof, so it was nice, new AC and all that shit. But like they sold it. The trailer was only worth like $15,000, but the land it was on, they sold it for like $110,000 because there was a floating dock and a lock that went out to the bay. So it was like, you know,
a Native American burial ground.
Yeah.
That's the same. Like my mom, hers is on a third of an acre, and they own it. And within like 10, like when my parents pass away, like we're not getting it. Like the county's already wants the property.
Oh yeah.
So it's like
you talked about that before.
I'm never gonna. we're not gonna inherit the property.
You'll never.
What you do is just rent it out to the government.
You
rent it out to the government. Say, hey,
You're
you have to
one
build something here, and you can't. It can't be a, you know.
And it has to be a comedy
camper.
club because if Riverview, Florida needs anything, it's a comedy club.
Laugh Shack.
No, what I'm saying is like just rent out a spot to the government. And be like, you can't have a camper here.
Where the laughs and the oysters are on a half shack.
Yeah.
I want to see Matt Carter's Laugh Shack.
Matt Carter's Riverboat Comedy Extravaganza.
Every show is a gamble.
You got a sea captain hat on, smoking a pipe.
He only books cruise acts.
The boat doesn't go anywhere.
Will it start or won't it start today?
It's just a dry dock tugboat.
There's not even any water near it. It's just sitting in the back.
It's just landlocked.
On a trailer.
There's people outside with like waves at the windows just doing that.
Do you want your large in the barge nachos?
That's just an appetizer.
You want your barnacle-based scallops?
Oh my God.
I scraped them this morning myself, right off the side of old Betsy here.
Barnacles.
Barnacle.
Yeah, barn knuckles are just like
Barnacles.
Come for the yucks. Is that for the comedy or the food?
Is that for the food poisoning you get?
Get yourself a plate of hardcore corn fritters.
Get the Cat Martyr special.
Oh man,
that'd be awesome though. I just want to see you like in a fucking sea captain hat with a pipe now, like a little Apple jacket on, just like hey, yay.
I've always wanted one of them captain hats, but I it's just too spot on.
Yeah.
To wear the captain hat.
Well, with Photoshop, you can.
You think it's too on brand, Matt? You're just like
it's too much.
Well, you do wear that shirt that has the guy that kind of looks like you on it, which I love.
My sweater.
Sweater is so cool.
I cannot wait until it gets cold again and I can wear that every day of the week.
It's great, man. I love it. You always have some pin to like. I'm like, God damn it, Matt. Why are you dressed so snazzy?
That plus the beanie is a look. It's such a look.
Oh yeah.
And I lost
you
the
and Jared.
one beanie
You and
that
Jared were fighting over longshoremen for like the longest time.
Yeah, but he's what's known in the industry as a greenhorn.
Yeah.
Well, he's got the stash now. He's got the stash.
He's working.
He's not
on
baby
it.
faced
He
anymore.
moved on to the
Working
mechanics
on
onesies.
Yeah. Yeah.
He gets smushed in between the whatever the fuck.
Yeah, it's like a perfect storm. Like you're John C. Reilly and he's Mark Wahlberg. Is horrible. You're like, I'm a seasoned veteran, pal. You're just new to these docks.
I'm pretty sure those people are the same age.
Yeah, probably. Just one looks way more weathered than the other one.
John C. Reilly. Oh,
John C. Reilly is Jared Moore.
Yeah.
No, it's the other way. He's Mark Wahlberg.
Why would you insult Mark Wahlberg?
Mark Wahlberg.
I don't know.
I got really
Are
upset
you not a cop? Cop. Fucking cops.
God, I hate that so much.
Oh, you hate the chowder heads?
I thought Wahlburgers was a developmental disability for a while.
like Asperger's.
Yeah.
He's got a case of Wahlburgers.
Spot of it. I got a spot of the Wahlburgers this week.
It's just, yeah, somebody that should quit but doesn't.
The kid's never going to be able to taste anything but Dunkin' Donuts because he's got the Wahlburgers.
Yeah, I feel like the fact that he hasn't done a Fast and the Furious is bananas to me. Like you would think
wasn't he in the Saw movies, or was that Donnie?
Cross over with that at one point?
Donnie. Donnie got his head smashed by 2 giant ice bricks.
Yeah.
Oh, and Saw.
Yeah.
Saw 3.
Saw 3.
Yeah,
is that the one? That's the one with the needle pit, right?
Mm-hmm. No, Saw 2 is the one with the needle pit.
I've never seen him. I don't watch that shit.
That.
No.
I stopped at Jaw. I stopped at Jaw.
Got sharks on the brain there.
I was gonna say.
Welcome to Jaw.
Yeah.
Maddie wants to just go punch him in the face like he's Tyson or something.
Yeah, like Mike Tyson.
Yeah, what is that about?
Yeah, so like right before we got on here, so Mike fight. Okay,
Mike fights him.
We all had strokes today.
Yeah.
We all got the Wahlburger.
We got to touch a Wahlberg.
You can't complete a coherent.
High functioning Wahlburgers.
Yeah. Eventually, we're
complete
just
a coherent sentence.
I can still live on my own.
Yeah. Eventually, we're just gonna be grunting at each other.
Okay.
That's full blown Wahlburgers. Where you just grunting.
She's like, no, here he's like, what?
You just squint and groan.
Yeah. What? Okay, so apparently, I guess Mike Tyson has a fear of sharks, and so
it's a reasonable fear, really.
Yeah, because he's on boats all the time, and
Is that where he trains? Does he train on Matt's fucking comedy barge?
Is that a
And if you look to your left, you'll see Tyson knocking the shit out of this heavy bag.
I'm dead.
he's like
On the water all the time. I didn't know that, Matt. Mike Tyson, a boxer? No.
Is that a real fact?
You can't just throw that out there like it's true.
Did you fact check this?
He's on boats all the time.
Does he just have pigeons on the boat?
Yeah, he's out there flipping pigeons on a fucking boat.
he's probably on boats more than I am. I don't fucking know.
That doesn't mean all the time.
Aren't all rich people always on boats?
Yeah.
That's like,
I see. All right, I see the leap you made. I see it.
Yeah. So
Like he's got a lot of money. He's got a yacht at least.
yeah, I guess this is just like something he wants to get done, and I guess this is for Shark Week or something like that. And but the the guy that was narrating it, he was like, "Yeah, his comeback's off to a rocky start, so he needs to get over his fear of sharks before the main event." Before he fights.
So is he doing like a Rocky training montage, like just punching, like, ripped apart sharks?
Yeah, it's like Rocky IV, where he goes back to basics and he trains in the snow and in like a fucking log cabin. So now he's going to be on a boat punching sharks.
He's in a cooler full of dead nurse sharks, just punching the shark.
Yeah, I don't
Well, you know my buddy,
you
you
punch
like
him
to
in your
come in
face
here.
to make him go away.
He's just getting formaldehyde all over the floor, just punching them.
Yeah.
When I punch him in the nose, that's how they know I mean business.
I just give him a quick 1-2.
It's got the resistance in the water against my fist.
Shark.
See the difference between a shark and a tiger.
Tigers are loyal.
Tigers are loyal.
The tiger shark can breathe underwater, so he's the perfect enemy. So,
He's going to be at such a disadvantage to like throw uppercuts underwater.
Yeah, I think he's trying to step up that old famous like Muhammad Ali photo where he's boxing in the water. He's like, I'll just get in a shark tank.
Yeah, that's my question.
Put
Is
me
like,
down there in
how
the
is he?
cage.
How is he fighting them?
It's a cage match.
It's a cage.
I don't think
match.
he's fighting them. He's just like getting in the water to get over his fear because, he's going to be boxing soon in a real big fight. So there's nothing better for training than to face a fear of sharks in the water.
But he's not.
But
I don't understand the connection is where I'm
but they were making it like he has to. Like, that was the thing that bothered me, was like, this is a requirement for him to fight Roy Jones Jr.
Yeah, the Illuminati probably made it.
Does
a
that really helps, like to like face a fear? So it's like, I got a feature in a couple of weeks. Better go make amends with my brother.
Yeah. Yeah, better go tame some lions. I've always wanted to do that.
Yeah, but you better go like take a sledgehammer to an emu because I am.
Was that a fear you had? You were afraid of emus?
Does that make
Oh, they have a
Davey
strong
afraid
kick.
of puffins?
Yeah.
Got a big fight coming up. I gotta go pet a snake.
I gotta crack some beaks before I can crack his skull. Well,
I had to go smash some puffins.
well,
He's gonna propose to his girlfriend and then fight her.
Wrong answer, bitch.
I just can't help myself. It's instinct.
Poor Mike Tyson. No, he's looking good though, man. You see him like training? He's fucking ripped, dude.
When you were drinking the water, it looked like you were breathing it. I couldn't take a chance. Well, okay. So the video is great. The clip, they showed him like putting chainmail on him. He's like, "This is in case I get bit." And you're like, yeah.
No.
Oh, it's to help you sink faster. We're trying to kill you. Like, what do you think?
Yeah, because that's what they were doing. They were putting him.
They put on his Knight's Tale helmet.
I need 3 stout men to man the bellows. For Mike Iron Lung Tyson.
They gave him his jousting lance to go at the shark with.
Iron Lung, yeah, dude. His nickname is Iron Mike Tyson. That's great, Matt. Good job.
Yeah, Iron Lung Mike Tyson. Well, okay, but apparently,
He's like, I thought Cuba Gooding Jr. in this movie. He just
He said all you gotta do is sing a song, help you regulate your breathing.
you gotta hum the Happy Birthday song.
So what I gathered from it was that he was also helping in some dude's research, because they're like, okay, well, Mike Tyson is going to
research in what, shark violence?
Yeah.
Shark on shark violence.
I mean,
well, actually, it's like Predator versus Predator. So,
well done.
Well, we're gonna have Mike is gonna put.
He's gonna hit him in the nose because there's nothing he hates more than a no.
Like Mike is gonna put it into, I think, for whatever his name is, like he's gonna put it into tonic immobility. So what it sounds like is that when the shark swims by, Mike Tyson is going to grab it so that it can't move, so a researcher can either tag it or get a blood sample or something, and I guess at the same time help him get over his fear of sharks.
Yeah, I'd much rather do Rocky's training where you just have to catch a chicken. Like, that seems a lot easier
Like,
than fucking bear hugging a shark.
how do you do that? He was like, hey, you know anybody out there could help me hug a shark?
That's not.
I just want to whip the sweet nothings in a theater.
He's gonna put on some slow dance music, like You Light Up My Life.
Put on some slow jams, hug a shark.
You're my endless love. He's like singing the endless love.
Matt, you sound like Leon Phelps, the ladies' man.
I know, I realize that now.
Want a fifth sandwich?
Ooh, it's a lady.
It's a lady.
So one of the best parts about it is how Mike Tyson drinks water. Is instead of putting it up to his lips and just tilting it back, he puts it to his face and just crushes it, and the water shoots into his mouth.
Just like down his throat.
He was like as he was drinking it.
So he drinks water like a Jello shot?
He usually swings his finger around a little bit.
Yeah, well, you got to loosen it up, and then you just...
He can only consume things through violent means.
Yeah, that's.
That water was looking at me funny.
He's just got a bag of chips. He's just punching them into his mouth.
Yeah, he puts the Pringle in there and like keep popping it.
Yeah, it's so.
Just eat a hamburger. It just technically turns into meatloaf. So he just like squeezes it.
So
that's bananas, dude.
They were showing him like jumping into the water, and they're like, "Okay, Mike, remember, jump out with your head up." He's like, "Okay." As soon as he hits the water, it just looks like it's gonna go to shit, because he immediately goes like, like completely out of his element. So
I like how he had no training whatsoever. They were like, "We're gonna record the first time he's ever been in the water."
He's been in the water before, right?
But yeah, he may have died.
Does he have a
They were like, we got to
water?
record the first one. He might die.
Yeah.
Is it a fear of water or just fear of sharks?
I think it's fear of sharks, and he's like, "Well, if I have a fear of something, I just dive right in."
Oh, okay.
I was like, "That's not something to do with sharks either."
Yeah. Let's attack this problem head on.
Yeah, and which I was just, I don't know. It was I was like, that's a bad way to go about it. Because that's usually how like traumatic shit happens is when you try to do stuff.
It's also a weird thing to have a fear of. I mean, I shouldn't say a weird thing to fear, but it's like it's not like you ever encounter sharks in your day-to-day life unless you're a swimmer or like live in the water.
Or you're constantly on boats, like I said he is.
Oh yeah, you're right. I forgot.
I'm afraid of jellyfish, but I still swim in the ocean.
Like you're afraid of jellyfish
or what?
Yeah, and moths.
Moss? Randy Moss?
No, like...
The entire Moss family. Really.
Really, the entire Moss family.
Anytime I see a one-handed catch, I shudder.
Elizabeth Moss.
It's so gross.
Can't watch NFL Network. They keep showing the old 90s games. No, Moss? A Maw.
No,
What'd you?
Moth.
Like,
the
Moth.
thing.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like
Would you watch the Mothman Prophecy and got scared? Richard Gere freaked out?
I've never seen that.
She's never seen movies. You know this.
That was Richard Gere?
Any movies.
I think it was Richard Gere in Mothman Prophecy.
I don't know why I thought that was Nicolas Cage. That's why I've never watched that movie.
No, it's Richard Gere.
Same thing. Nicolas Cage and A Few Good Men or whatever. Not A Few Good Men.
A Gentleman and a...
Yeah, Gentleman.
What is
Gentleman and a Scholar.
No.
Nicolas Cage and Pretty Woman.
Yeah, it was Nick Cage and Pretty Woman.
Richard Gere and Con Air.
Nick Cage and Pretty Woman is just some wacky, zany fucking like it becomes straight rom-com.
Yeah.
He's just like, you should have put the bunny in the box.
Yeah, Richard Gere, yeah. Put the bunny in the box. He sounds like he's like so slow in that movie. They make him sound like it's like, dude, this guy was like a military badass. Why do you make him sound like an idiot? Just because, I don't know if it's just him who does a horrible Southern accent. Maybe that's what it is, Nick Cage.
Oh, like when they talked about making freaking the Tiger
John
King.
Malkovich saves that movie, but
they were going to do the Tiger King movie. They were going to do Nicolas Cage. I was like, dude, no.
Have you heard his Southern accent?
Have you seen Raising Arizona?
Terrible.
Yeah, Raising Arizona.
I mean, at the same time, it's like I don't want to give Joe Exotic that either. I don't want to give him a good actor. Like I want a terrible actor to portray an awful person. At the
I mean, he really tried to kill her. Like that's fucked up, dude.
Fine, Adam Sandler then.
Oh,
yeah, but people were throwing
around.
You
don't just get Adam Sandler. You're gonna get his friend, who's gonna be Sash, the one-armed girl.
Carol Baskin. Carol Baskin's played by no, it's played by Drew Barrymore.
Motherfucker. You motherfucker, Steven.
I knew where he was going with that.
Don't you hate on Drew.
Man.
I told you, I'm fighting. Dude, Tom Green's coming to Side Splitters in a few. I'm fighting him. Like, it's going to happen.
Like,
your bro Drew's hot. And just, like, slug on her.
Did they overcoming your fear?
Did they, what?
They were married.
Yeah,
they were married. Oh.
That's why he was in Charlie's Angels 2, Full Throttle.
Oh.
Was he?
Man, that was so long ago.
Oh, no. Actually, he was in the first one. I take that back.
Davey never forgets. This is his 9/11.
It's Drew Barrymore, man. It's just something about her, dude. I don't know.
Drew Barrymore's heart. It's that important. She probably doesn't even remember, but
And you're positive that Tom Green broke her heart and not the other way around.
I don't know. See, that's the thing. I don't know. But in my mind, I'm like, look, dude, you do whatever the fuck Drew wants to save this goddamn marriage. Like, that's...
Yeah.
You know, I'm
Andrew Barrymore.
Yeah, I'm not gonna fight him.
Andrew.
Oh man.
I would change my name to that if that's what you wanted.
I feel like the topical depression made you guys so aggressive this week.
What do you mean?
Shut up, Amanda.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Every subject, you guys are just shitting on everything so hard.
Yeah.
No, well, in this one, Matt owns a business. Fuck.
It really turned into a fucking show on the Bravo network. That's where we're at. Yeah. Just being catty bitches.
Yeah.
Straight eyes.
Amanda's our Andy Cohen.
Real House Husbands of Mordor. That's
Mandy Cohen.
The Real House Husbands of the Sims.
No Mandy ever.
Okay, Amanda Cohen.
You can say anything. You can call me Slamanda over Mandy.
Why don't you don't like Mandy?
You just don't like Barry Manilow that much?
Does it just rub you the wrong way, or is there a reason?
No,
you don't.
Every Mandy, like Mandys have a stigma.
I'm missing you like Mandy.
What about Mandy Moore? She was a good singer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why she had such a long and prolific career.
Yeah. You still know her name. You got a 15
I hate that I know the name.
Yeah.
She was a thing.
So what? So you're saying there's like a stigma that comes with it, like Matt said with the sea captain hat. Like you're like
Yeah, Mandy is your sea captain hat.
Like you're just saying, like there's something that comes with it. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot attached to it.
So I was not supposed to be named Amanda, because
supposed to be Craig.
Yeah, it was fucking Craig.
I wanted a boy.
Because Mandy, I was told by my grandmother that Mandy was a stripper's name.
So because of that, you've carried this like hatred toward Mandy because of that?
What stripper goes by real people names?
I know. Listen, it was my grandma.
It's supposed to be like food. It's supposed to be like food and stuff.
Food or cars.
Food, cars, yeah.
I bet strippers back then, that was an exotic name, Mandy.
Like ridiculous
like
names.
Diamond and...
Like ridiculous names that people would never be named, like Portia, Ellen's wife.
Yeah, Ellen's wife.
Yeah, but that's spelled Portia. Portia, like for your aunt.
No, that was like a shitty tortilla. Man. It's a portilla.
I thought it was a type of tea, like port wine. There's portilla.
Portilla Leone.
Yeah,
tortilla. That's when I just wake up in the middle of the night and eat tortillas with nothing on it. I've done it before.
Just raw dog and Tostinos.
You make up some liquefied tortillas. They're tortillas.
Ew.
I hate you guys.
I didn't like that.
Oh, that's what got you? The dick cheese was fine.
No, the dick cheese
was not
the
fine.
dick cheese got me too. I was not okay with that.
That's true.
I'm calling tortillas now taco bread.
Taco bread.
Yeah.
What are those taco breads?
This show is just like Matt Carter facing his fears every week.
Yes, every week.
Yeah. Heard of the sharks.
Stuff. Well, okay, so but Amanda even going on a bunch of dates, and sometimes a guy will like
a bunch of dates. Jesus, man,
it's not.
She's a whore. Just call her a whore. Like, why do you have to say it so nonchalant? Like,
let's not. It was Amanda. Now she's going on a bunch of dates.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
No.
So what happened?
Well, not on the date, but apparently guys trying to be nice, it doesn't always.
Ugh.
Like,
It's not what I'm looking for. No, so there was a guy that tried to give me a compliment, and I've since realized that he's terrible at compliments. So he said that my legs were like Clydesdale legs.
That's the best he could do.
So you're getting a job at Budweiser?
Yeah, I was like, you're one of those prized horse. You look like one of them prized horses at Busch Gardens. Like they're really hairy at the bottom. I don't know. It's weird.
You got ankle hair like 3 inches long. What the fuck is that?
Oh, he kicked field goals at the Super Bowl.
He's like, I got some shoes for you. And he just holds up horseshoes.
He's like, I got a keg of Budweiser, but you can handle it on your own. Just carry it up the stairs.
You got them sturdy legs.
What do you want for dessert? You want salt lick?
I have kept that in for so long. Like, Matt's the only person that knew about that.
Just put peanut butter on your gums. It looks like you're talking. Like, what the fuck is going on?
Fucking Mr. Ed.
Why would anyone think that's a compliment?
Yeah, that's where I'm like, where he was just like, your legs.
There's been
Clydesdale.
You're such a specimen of athletic ability.
You know, like normal size horses. Well, you're much bigger than that one.
That's it. I was like,
He talks to you like he's a football scout. You can break the line.
Stampede. It's a one-man stampede.
Really gonna sure up the blind side with those fucking quads.
You're the sexiest nose tackle I ever seen.
Oh my god.
What the fuck kind of
That's a terrible thing to say to anybody.
What, he just said it to you with a straight face.
Yeah.
Was this in person or like text messaging?
Is this
In person?
Get the fuck out of
In
here.
person.
Did you feel like you were on like a fucking prank show or something?
Yes, and there's been other comments or compliments.
And he wasn't a farmer.
Wait, so he
right?
called it a compliment? Like, did you call him out on this? Like, hey.
Yeah, every time.
And he's like, oh, well, it's a compliment. You're like, what? Do you know what a compliment is?
Yeah, he
No,
does.
he's got Wahlbergs.
He's got Wahlbergs.
He is Wahlburgers.
It's where you mix up compliments and insults, you know? Classic switcheroo.
Yeah. So, that's dating. You guys
That
should
is-
all be glad that you're not doing that.
That's the most like passive aggressive compliment I think I've ever heard. Like that.
I'm sure he meant it in a nice way. He's just an idiot.
Yeah, that's exactly
but
what
like,
it
but I'm
was.
still struggling to find out how it could, like, what was he? What point was he trying to get across?
That my
He's like,
legs
I've
were
got.
strong.
Are you thick? Is that what he's trying to say?
He's like, I got some walnuts and I don't have a cracker. So
Could you put these between your legs?
Mm.
But even to be like, you have strong legs, it seems like.
He's like, hey,
Be like, you
I
good
gotta-
on plow.
He's like, listen, I got a picnic and some watermelon. We got to get this thing open.
Yeah. Crack open this watermelon. Oh my god.
Your legs are like
What
1,000
else
rubber
has he
bands
said?
in one of those videos.
I can't remember. We
Where they
talked
put
about
the
it the
rubber
other
Put
day.
goggles on.
There has to be some more. Matt, do you know any other fucking compliments?
Well,
Matt knows a lot.
it was like if you're like, hey,
too much, really.
Yeah, it was like, hey, I like that your shoulders are really wide.
No, he didn't say that.
No,
And it's
that's-
not. I didn't.
Yeah, we're back to the
continue
nose
dating this
tackle
person.
thing.
Yeah, I'd be like, I like that you have broad shoulders, or like you got swimmer shoulders, or something like that.
Swimmer shoulders?
Yeah, you haven't seen
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
They're like, fucking, it's like
They're broad.
Yeah.
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 I don't know.
Michael Phelps.
Like,
With that and the
I was like-
Clydesdale legs, you could like throw a yoke over Amanda 10 to field.
eat out of this
mean.
bag.
I don't know why he's saying this to her.
Oh
bananas.
God, he
Yeah,
won't
I-
stop.
So you're no longer in contact with this person, right?
No, they're going out tomorrow. What are you talking about?
He's like, I've heard a neg before, but I've never heard a nay.
She's gonna ride this scrawny bastard into the ground.
No, we're not. Like it was a no.
It was an 8-time thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I've been trying, like, since she told me that, I was like, I've been trying to think of like
Bad compliments?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Well,
I can't.
So
can't
Matt
come up
knows
with
the
anything.
context behind like why it was said, and we're not going to talk about that. But there was stuff leading up to it that made him say that.
Oh, reverse cowgirl.
That was kind of insinuated upon
Yeah.
that, so I wasn't gonna.
Sorry.
But
like-
yeah, still the worst compliment.
For that,
ever.
that's a bad compliment.
It's like, listen, when I push a woman, I don't like her to fall over.
I need me a sturdy broad.
You calling me a cow now, Matt?
Like what the
A
fuck is
weeble.
that? Though?
Weebles wobble. but then
Yeah,
it's
Please
just
don't
down.
fall down.
Come back.
Need a girl who sleeps standing up. I don't have a big apartment.
Getting mean, guys.
Horses don't sleep standing up, Steven. You saw the Nate Bargatze special.
Oh, God.
You know, they lay down, right?
Yeah. That's when I learned that horses lay down to sleep.
Yeah.
That is just, I've gotten,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I've gotten
Yeah.
just mean shit said to me, especially by girls, but never as a compliment. Like
Well,
that's
this is just like dating in
2020. That's like the new
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
not even 2020 in the last 3 years. It's just
Yeah,
been-
if any of you listeners or watchers or ladies, and you've gotten a comment like that, I really want to hear
yes,
it.
please
Oh,
make
yeah.
me
Email
feel
us.
better.
Like, Clydesdale legs. Is,
No.
I laugh every time.
Amanda.
It's just
like,
a funny phrase. No one's ever said Clydesdale legs, and then
I
you
used
throw
to
that
love
in as a
Clydesdales.
compliment. It's like,
it-
But he's like, oh, this is a good one.
And not only that, when you think of Clydesdales, you always think of like the ankle part. That's what differentiates.
No, I was thinking
like frilly ankles.
It's it. No one says, "Oh, you got the legs of a Clydesdale." Like maybe thoroughbred. I've heard that probably before, but never.
Yeah, you look like you got a hula skirt around your ankles.
Is this because I'm Asian?
I didn't even.
Pacific Islander, thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Specific Islander.
It's a specific island.
Islander.
Yeah. My family came from a very specific island.
No,
That
You got the neck of a bulldog. Like, what the fuck kind of compliment
Yeah, it's
is
like I
that?
like a girl that can't turn her neck when she looks at me.
You got wrists like tree trunks.
you got
You
the
got
eyes.
you got trankles.
You got the eyes of a flamingo.
Oh, that was one thing I was gonna bring back to that Tyson thing was okay. What animal do you think you could take in a fight?
Oh, beagle all day.
Yeah, like pound for pound, like it would be a good match. Like
A Chihuahua?
You think so?
No, they bite my ankles.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I wouldn't want to get bit. That sounds horrible. What kind of animal? Maybe a tortoise? They just kind of sit there.
I could
I don't
probably
know.
fuck up a llama.
I really want to fight the ducks in my apartment complex.
What happened? Are they shitting on your fucking house or something?
They
They're stealing your artisanal bread.
they poo all over the sidewalks.
Oh no! That's like
Constantly.
Matt's old apartment. I remember going there with the lake right in the middle. Matt, you'd have fucking duck shit all over your sidewalks.
Yeah, then the other day, like the dog ate some duck shit.
Oh,
That's Pat Tag.
Call that duck sauce.
Does she ever chase after them?
Dog sauce.
She used.
Are you feeding them, or did you used to feed them?
No, we're not. We're not allowed. Like a couple of the older ladies that live here
Throw out like
we'll throw
croutons
stuff
and
out.
breadcrumbs.
Yes,
Those fucking rebels.
But like they're just annoying, and they're everywhere, and they're
They
huge. They like Dee doesn't chase them anymore. But when she did, like all it took was one. All it took was one to be like, to turn around and hiss at her, and she was like, "All right, I get it."
I just picture old ladies in your fucking apartment complex just like throwing bread, and they're just like, laws don't dictate morality. And just
It's like, well, you could have at least taken the plastic off the loaf when you threw it.
I'll do what I want if I want to feed these ducks.
Yeah, but they're wearing masks, so it was very confusing.
Yeah, they're just out there
The ducks
swinging
were?
a loaf of Wonder Bread, beating the ducks with it. Eat your bread. Eat your bread.
That's King's Hawaiian sweet rolls. Those are the best.
Yeah, you don't waste that shit. That's fucking potato
are gonna
bread. That's
get
Martin's
diabetes.
potato roll.
Love a
Gonna-
Martin's
gonna-
potato roll.
Oh, they're great.
Gonna have ducks too fat to fly.
That's the thing is, well, specifically they're the Muscovy ducks.
I hate those.
So
Are they the ugly ones?
Those are the mean
they're,
ones.
They're mean and they're huge.
They walk like this, where their necks like go like that.
They're invasive.
I guess.
Well, we
they've
had ducks
got,
like
like,
that,
the
and then you had
weird-
the mallards, or the regular ducks.
No,
We've got
the
we've got some of those.
faces.
Yeah.
But
Do you have any
one-
geese? Because geese are fucking mean, dude.
No geese.
Like some of them get tall. There was one.
Matt doesn't know what a
Dude.
goose is.
Dude, when I fished, I used to fish in Virginia, and there was a goose that like lived in the lake that I fished at, and I swear to God, when he stood all the way up, his head was like fucking 4 foot tall, and he would fucking chase after you. He was a
Oh, I've
dick.
gotten bit by geese.
I don't know, dude. They freak me out.
Yeah.
They, like the ducks and the geese. Like
Is that a
sometimes
weird compliment you've gotten, Amanda? Like you look like a goose would bite you.
No,
looks like you could fight a goose.
that's the
There's
compliment
like a-
she gave back to him. She's like, "Yeah, I've been bitten by geese." Or you're like a geese. All right, never mind.
They're like the ducks are like bullies. Like there's a bridge that goes across the pond. Like when I have to go get the mail and stuff, and they'll all be like perched along the railing, and I'm like, I'm not walking in between
That's a
They're
gauntlet.
all-
seven ducks.
you gotta run the gauntlet, man. They're all looking at
I
you.
was like, I gotta go all the way around. It's like, I don't know, my bully lives down that street. I've gotta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, here he comes. Boys. All turn and face him.
Seriously,
Move,
like
motherfucker.
I'll have, and the thing is also like I take the dog
Get
with me
that.
when I go to get mail because you gotta walk them, and
Yeah.
I take her and like I'll go to like walk through the ducks and I'm just like, oh my god, that's a fear.
You're like going down a dark alley at night. You're all
That's
scared.
how it feels. And then D, if
you got to
D
bring
wants
bread.
to jump up and grab one,
you got to pay the toll. You got to bring some bread to throw with the duck. Bridge toll.
I used to have to like look out my peephole to see if there was ducks out there before I took the dogs for a walk. And the one time they were like off to the side, and I opened the door.
What time they hit?
Yeah.
they were out of peephole view.
Yeah, they were out of people view. They're like,
they were trying to make a prank vine.
Yeah.
One of them starts quacking, the other one's like swatting them with his.
Yeah. They kept testing it. They're testing the wide angle lens on that peephole. They're like, all right, well, last week we were here and she saw us. Let's go back a few feet.
And I don't like the dogs want to eat them, so I don't know why they insisted on being in front of our apartment.
Welcome to Quack Ass.
But the dogs know to wait at the door before, like I have to tell them that they can go out. And Addie just full on ran out and grabbed one of the ducks, and I was so horrified. And I was like, oh my god, it was so traumatic. And I was like, but I mean,
they don't stand at your door anymore, do they?
Yeah, that's what I was like. Oh, did you learn your lesson though, ducks?
Yeah.
Dude, though, at the beginning of quarantine, like we were just going out and there would just be dead ducks in the pond. They would just be dead. And I was like, oh, somebody got sick of their shit. but no,
they'd just be like floating belly up and shit in the water.
Yeah, straight up. And
sort
of like turned
belly
over.
Up when they're dead.
I don't. They just kind of look like a ball of feathers. I didn't really look closely.
That one's had his head under for a while fishing for fish. Like, you know, they like put their heads under.
They put out a notice to us to like, hey, if I know there's been a lot of dead ducks, but it turns out to be like some like the water like a disease or something. And I was like, this is in the middle of coronavirus. They were like, there's some sort of aquatic disease that's taken out all the ducks. Like, don't worry, it's not. Humans can't get it.
And the whole time you were like, good, kill all the ducks.
that bird flu I heard about.
It was crazy though, because we went from having like a ton of ducks to having like 3. And then now they've
Matt, hold on, you're not confessing to a crime right now, are you?
No.
Okay. He's like, because we started the whole thing, you were like, I fucking hate the ducks. And then now you cut a few minutes later, you're like, I don't know what happened. There was something in the water. A bunch of them, I mean.
Just got boxes of
we got a letter from,
After a mini genocide, they fell in line.
Just dumping an entire box of rice out there.
No more goose stepping for you.
Yeah, Matt's walking around like the big duck.
He waddling
big duck
around
on campus.
Duck cuck.
The big duck energy.
You got legs like a duck.
Yeah, that's it. You got breasts like a duck. Like, what? Wait a minute.
They're feathery?
Yeah, feathery.
A little greasy.
Oh yeah, so I had this weekend I was watching my friend's German Shepherd, and like the same thing, like all the ducks that are around, like they call it shit. Well, I mean it's a retention pond, but yeah, it's a retention pond, but they're like
gaggle
property or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Gaggle of geese.
But yeah, but they like all congregate on one bench, but there's just like shit everywhere. And the German Shepherd will be like, yeah, and they'll be, but they stopped and they just started like standing their ground and going,
yeah.
That's what they be doing.
Hiss?
Yeah, they'll hiss.
Yeah, they hiss. That's what ducks do. They're like cats.
Yeah,
that's ridiculous. I love it though, like
ducks.
Dogs. I've seen like dogs like chase after them and they run. It's like, bitch, just fucking fly. Like, why are you trying to run?
They
have 2 legs. They have 4. They're faster. Fucking.
They have to like take off. You know, they need like a small runway.
I guess so. You can't just jump and fucking get going. I don't know.
My favorite is like watching finches, because like finches they can't walk because their legs are too short.
They hop,
like,
right?
That's my favorite.
It's the most
adorable.
I saw crows doing that. We have a bunch of crows like outside in our apartment complex, and there was one that it sounded off, and I'm like, he sounded like it was almost like an on the spectrum kind of crow. I'm like, do birds get that?
He's like, moo. What's wrong with that crow?
No, like, it would go back and forth. Like, it would do like I'm like, oh, that must be like a mating call or something. Because when I first heard it, when I first heard it, it
like,
made
hey,
us.
David.
Yeah.
Hey, David, throw me this King's Hawaiian.
Hey, Davey.
He's got,
Stop it,
like
Crowy.
Sound like an old black man, like sound like an old black man, like from Disney. A racist ass.
Old Crowy.
They're changing Splash Mountain because it was a Song of the South is what it was based off of, and that is a horribly racist story. They don't even have it on Disney Plus. I wanted to watch it for research purposes to be like how what
They put Gone with the Wind back on HBO Max.
Because of the Alabama song?
Because
I mean,
of
there's
the
so
whole
much.
movie. There's so much in there.
Oh, wait, there's a movie called Song of the South?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know about that. I just know the song by Alabama.
No, it's a movie by Disney.
Not that one. Song of the South, sweet potato pie, and I shut
I don't think
my
that's the
mouth.
name of
That's
the
a good song. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Name of the song. 100%.
Yeah, it's called Song of the South. I think maybe not. Well, it's not called Sweet Potato Pie in my mouth.
Yeah.
That would have been much better.
Sweet potato pie, and I shut my
I'm gonna
mouth.
start a petition to change it.
Mouthful of sweet potato pie.
Matt, can we talk about how you got paid for your pet sitting gig?
Oh, yeah.
So, well, okay.
Let's talk about it.
You can
Talk
pick,
about it, Matt.
you can pick 2 ducks.
Yeah.
You get your picking of these ducklings.
We call them sucklings.
Because they're awful. They suck.
They suck, you hissing ass duck.
Well, yeah. Okay, so he gave me $60, and he was like, "This is for Chipotle." And
Specifically.
That's it.
Wait, did he give you a Chipotle gift card for
No.
$60?
That's what my question was too.
Yeah, I'm like, all right. You're like, it's just a blank gift card, but he's like, no, this is for Chipotle.
No, it was
No,
He
cash.
handed you $60 cash and said,
Yeah,
don't spend it all in...
Wait a minute, was it the guy that fucking Amanda dated?
He said spend it all in one place. And that one place is Chipotle.
Like, yeah, this is a compliment. Yeah.
What does he think the prices are at Chipotle?
Like inflation.
You're going to need to go 6 times to burn through all this money.
I thought it was like a move off of Saw, where it's like, how much Chipotle can he stand?
At the bottom of each burrito bowl, there is one piece of the puzzle you need.
That's like, my sphincter can only take so much.
Right.
Was he a weird dude, Matt?
No, he's my best friend. But
So,
it was
yeah.
just like,
Oh, okay. Because I'm gonna be like, if it's a weird dude, I'd be like, all right, you're sketching me out. I'm really only gonna use this at Chipotle because I feel like he's gonna follow me around for the next week and make sure I spend.
Instead of saying here's $60 for dog sitting, I appreciate it. He knows I like Chipotle. Like,
well, that's why he said it. So you just ruined it.
No, but it sounded.
Yeah,
like
Matt, fuck you.
It's like I can't spend this outside
Anywhere else.
Chipotle. But he also knows that if
Realistically, you're only spending it at Chipotle.
Yeah, exactly. He actually, but if he gives me that caveat as well, is like, this is specifically like in the back of my head, it's now etched in that I can't spend this money.
What, did he just buy stock in Chipotle now? So he's telling her Chipotle.
So wait, is he
plant that seed, baby?
Is he your best friend or your dominant? Like,
That's one of his daddies.
Don't you fucking dare go to Moe's, you son of a bitch. You go to Chipotle.
Matt's picture is up at Moe's. They're like, do not serve this man.
I like Qdoba.
Qdoba's good. There's a place in Virginia called Pancheros, and they would like do fresh tortillas, like they'd press it right in front of you.
You mean taco bread?
Dude.
tortillas.
Taco bread. And then what they do when they made the burrito is they mix up all the ingredients first and then put it in the burrito. So you don't just bite into fucking rice. You know what I mean?
I like that. They do that at Burrito Border in St. Pete, where they put it in the tortilla and they like, sort of like, shuffle it around and then wrap it up. I like that.
I don't know. I kind of like the sectional part of it, where I'm like, well, here's all the sour cream. All right, here's all the rice and beans.
Maddie likes his food segregated. You heard it here first.
This piece of shit.
No,
they're like black beans or brown beans. He's like, white rice, please.
He doesn't want his fork. Doesn't want his fork going to town, some kind of culinary jungle.
Don't mix flavors. You're one of those people that can't have their food touch on the plate, right, Matt?
Yeah, guac is it made from actual guacamoles?
The baked beans run. If the baked beans run into my mac and cheese, I'm fucking flipping the table. You gotta have it separate.
Mac and cheese. Oh.
Yeah, Steven, there's just like a bunch of miner helmets in the back.
Yo, I asked for mac and cheese, not mac in cheese. Rinse these noodles off immediately. Rinse the noodles.
I want 2 separate bowls. Macaroni in one.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how I eat my cereal too. I got a bowl of cereal, and I got a bowl of milk. I like this.
Take a crunch, sip, crunch, sip.
That way, I control the portion of the milk. I'm not having this milk tyranny in my mouth.
That's just a racist eater. Like, you're not racist, but just when you eat, you don't want
Listen, the world is chaos without rules, fellas.
It's not racist. A segregated eater. There you go.
He has
It's even
his Greek,
segregation when eating.
he has his Greek yogurt with the berries separate completely.
Yeah.
Is that why you're eating those berries out of just a glass?
Because he had yogurt an hour earlier.
Yeah.
It's like, ooh, now for the top.
Gotta save these for later.
Fruit on the real bottom.
Yeah, who would have thought that racists are just purists?
The culinary purists.
Yeah, Gordon Ramsay ain't got shit on you. You want to talk about being real Nazi-like in the kitchen? Matt Williams.
Oh, man.
Gordon Ramsay is a sweetheart.
I know.
I love him.
Okay.
He just hamps it up for TV. He just hypes it up. It's smart.
But I could listen to him talk for hours.
Oh, dude, I watch his cooking on YouTube, and his voice is just so. He's like, yeah, now we're just gonna put a little butter in there. We're gonna. It's so like
the
F
Indian
word.
sandwich thing's
That
my
series, the F word is great because it's like him calmly cooking in a high-end kit. It's so good.
He's
What he's actually enjoying is
Yeah. When he's
can
not
enjoy
making
cooking?
you hate the industry.
He's doing reaction videos to people's cooking on TikTok, and it's one of my
Yeah,
favorite things. It's amazing.
What's it called?
Hold on, I'll
Former
find
plug
it.
and shows, you know.
Yeah, let's go ahead and start plugging. Do you got anything to plug, Davey Wavy?
No. Topical Depression.
Yeah. Every
Keep your eyes
Saturday
out
or
for
Sunday.
it. Yeah, we're gonna try to put it out every weekend. So these come out Wednesday, and then on Saturday you get
at
your
10 o'clock at night. Peek out.
Whenever-
Look here, Matt. All right.
whenever the Bear's done editing.
Yeah, look here, goddammit. I'm gonna be a lot faster next time, I promise.
That's what she said.
Sure.
She
Sure.
doesn't say that.
No, she wants it to go longer.
If she says that to you, Matt,
She wants it to go longer, Matt. What are you
she
talking
doesn't
about?
have Clydesdale's legs.
Yeah.
For sure.
She's got little flamingo legs. They just give out.
No, but the thing is,
They're
flamingo legs,
backwards.
she can rest one at a time, and then switch.
Not as sturdy. When the wind blows, they get a little scared and start trembling.
Oh my
What
God.
do you got, Carter?
I'll be featuring at Snappers the 21st and 22nd for Mike Lee. Sean Harper will be hosting. That's all I got on the books right now. That's all I got right now.
September
Check
5th.
it out. Oh, and September 5th, Stevie's going to be featuring. I'll be doing a guest set. That's 3 shows in Parrish at the Beef O'Brady's, 4, 6, and 8.
Yeah.
Perish.
Should be a fun time.
It's on my calendar.
And then I'll also be at Snappers hosting September 11th and 12th, so should be easy to remember.
Oh, yeah. Never forget.
Yep.
What do you got, Mitch?
Well, send in topics for the
Topical
depression. Yeah, let us know what you think of them. It's a new venture, so it was fun to get buried by the boys and Amanda sit it out. So we'll
do it.
Probably might have that all 5 members.
Yes,
Yeah.
Well, the trial run was great. It was awesome.
Yeah, the email is howtodiealonepodcast@gmail.com. And then, of course, message us
On
or,
Facebook.
comment. Yeah, Facebook.
Yeah,
How to
please
Dial
If you're
Alone.
friends with us and you're really cool, you can text us.
Yeah, that too.
Don't do
Twitter.
that.
Twitter is HTDA Podcast.
Slide into our DMs with your ideas
Yeah.
so we can steal them and take credit.
Yeah. Basically is what we're asking you to do.
Yeah.
Give you a shout out or something, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe multiple people get the same topic. We'll just put them at the end.
Oh yeah.
Maybe we will. Maybe we won't.
You don't
or even
know.
you know what? Even better, just comment in the video that's already on YouTube what you want to see next.
Oh,
Call to action.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I forgot to do that on the
Send us,
outro. That's
yeah.
my bad. I forgot to say comment down below and all that.
Send us
You
your
did
comments.
fine.
Send us your comments of Clydesdales.
Yeah. Send us
be...
your worst ever compliment, man or woman.
Everyone's gonna be like, "I love Mandy's Clydesdale legs."
I think that could be. I think that
so
could be
many
good.
people.
Yeah.
What's the worst like
the
the worst compliment you've ever received? That'd be a good one.
Man or woman, just be like, "Wow, your hands are the size of Donald Trump." I don't know. Like,
yeah. Wow, you eat like a snake.
Yeah.
You got fingers like Vienna sausages.
Pigs tend to chew. All right, bye everybody.
Bye everybody.
Bye.